Get it done. Hi everyone, my name is Noel Vega Jr. This video is to introduce strategies to help support Jack entering a elementary school environment as a kindergarten student with autism. The first strategy I want to introduce is visual support. And what visual support can do is help communicate with the child that has a difficult time understanding and using language. The use of first and then boards and visual schedules can be really effective and impactful for Jack in the elementary school setting. And I want to show an example of that here with my son's take-home folder. And I want to point out two things. This one right here that associates with reading strategies, and this is a great example of visual support. Very simplistic sentences or words associated with a picture. So in an example for this in reading strategies, skip it associated with the frog, and this all associates with one of the reading strategies that we can use as a tool to help us read. And this can help Jack, really understand daily tasks that need to be done in his classroom. If you look up here, this is missing visuals, and if it did have visuals, this will be a great example of a visual schedule. But if it had let's just use day one gym as an example, and if it had a ball associated with it, a picture of a ball there, Jack will understand that, hey, this is a ball associated with gym, and it correlates with day one on my schedule, which can really help with transitions and predictability for Jack in understanding school schedules. The next strategy I want to introduce is peer mentoring. Now, I believe that peer mentoring can be more effective in the secondary school setting. However, I think it can also be effective in an elementary school setting as well. And for Jack, it can actually be kind of organic, and the teacher, evaluating who he associates with more often than not with friends in his classroom, and then we can provide that guidance towards someone he's really close with, and helping incorporate these strategies that we want to introduce to Jack through the student. And this can also help develop social skills as well as relationship building and build trust. And we want to deter Jack from any isolation whatsoever that can deter his social skills, that can really be problematic, problematic for him outside the school environment. And then finally, the last strategy I want to introduce is communication. Now, we want to, communicating with Jack, we want to be very efficient, and we want to be very effective, but also we want to be very receptive and expressive in how we communicate with Jack, and utilizing these visual supports as a tool to help assist in that. And we want to allow Jack to see our visual expressions to help understand feelings, and we also want him to understand our language as well. And communication doesn't necessarily have to just involve Jack himself. It also involves Jack's parents, and we want to communicate with them on a daily of how things are going, how his development is going. And then with that, the parent can communicate with us strategies they are using at home that we could probably utilize in the school setting. And with that communication, we can allow kind of a great transition in the tools that we're using in both the home and the school to allow transition from home to school to be more fluent, rhythm, organic, to allow that comfortability of Jack in the school setting be the same as if he was at home. Thank you.